It's John McLauchlan. Welcome back to the case study promoting myleadgensecret. No, promoting Clickbank products with myleadgensecret and also myleadgensecret. This is the case study I've been doing since the beginning of January to see how much revenue we can generate from Clickbank products using the myleadgensecret email marketing platform. And every single day I'll just take you through the process of what I do. I test different things and just really kind of bring you the results so you can follow along. One thing I will say before we get going is I understand how frustrating this process can be, okay? And as I always say, it's not about getting the results, it's about what you learn on the journey, okay? And getting the results as a result of what you actually learn. So bear with the process, stick with the process, because what you've got to do is that you've got to learn this process for yourself. Okay, it's not just a case of copying my emails or copying what I do. It's a case of really drilling down and understanding what your audience wants, what your audience resonate with, and improving your copy and your writing skills and the way that you communicate with your audience. And that's really it. And that's what I've been saying since day one. So I know it's frustrating and there's a few people I need to reply to in relation to getting the results. I understand. I know where a lot of people are coming from. What tends to happen is that you're making those micro changes as you do in your, hopefully you are, okay? And this is why I say when you send your emails, you've got to write the emails yourself and put a little bit of your personality into those emails. If all you do is copy and paste, then really you're not going to make any progress as a marketer, as a business owner. That's what you want to be doing, okay? And if you've been doing this a while, let's say you've been doing it 3, 6, 9 months or even a year, okay, and you're going, well, I'm still doing it, but it's one of them, not really getting the results, not really getting your results, okay, not really getting the results that some people won't get. Stay with it, because you are making progress all the time. And one of the reasons that I do this case study is because when you do something yourself, I could switch my computer on. I mean, computers on all the time, but I could switch my computer on, do my lead gen secrets just in the comfort of my own home, without doing videos like this, and it'll be fine. But because I'm doing this case study, I'm teaching at the same time, you learn a lot more for yourself. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm constantly improving the process. So let's talk about that. Yesterday I spoke about changing the email subject lines to really kind of dial in on what we're doing. I've had a look at the research. I've done a lot of research in relation to what I've sent over the years, what kind of works and what doesn't work. And personally, I know I've only sent one email, okay, so I might have to eat my own words, and I said I would probably test this for about a week, but I think the decision to change the subject line like I did yesterday is a mistake, okay, because it doesn't hold as much weight. And what I mean by that is that the way that we're structuring our subject lines right now with the hook store and the offer is really powerful, and that's why we get a lot of conversions. What I did yesterday, it was there was no real hook involved with it. Okay, this is the email from yesterday. Okay, John, okay, the YouTube film industry pays $9.40 per week, details inside. Okay, so it's kind of like a statement, hey, it's wishy-washy. And I've looked at the different ways that we can look at subject lines, and the way that we've been doing it, the $9.50 per week, because of the leads that we've got, because the fact that they're co-registration, they don't know us to start with. Okay, you build up a relationship, of course, but what we've been doing with this works really well. Okay, and I think I'm going to stick with that. Okay, based on what on the research that I've been doing and what's been working in the past. And I think the way that we generate additional income with this is building up that that residual income which we're doing every month, and like I said, further refining the process by putting more of your personality into those emails. So as an example, this is what I'm doing today. So this is the second email that went out a few weeks ago. This is the $150 a day if you like gaming on YouTube, okay? And I just said, when I was a kid, gaming was Space Invaders on the Atari, and I kind of remember the big console. It was about sort of that big, with teak on it. It was made of wood. Would you believe? And we used to play Space Invaders while watching Knight Rider. Now, people of a similar age to me are going to go, yeah, I remember that. I remember watching Airwolf as well when I was watching the Atari or whatever. So you've got that kind of instant kind of connection with those people. Anybody who's, younger are going to think, what's Knight Rider? I've never heard of Knight Rider. Sounds a bit weird. Okay, but we're a very different generation to some of the younger ones. And it just goes into talking about the job, and it's the standard type of format that I've been doing. This works, okay? And I think what really does work is just when you put more of your personality in. And sometimes the more, not controversial, but how some people are controversial and they have a polarizing effect on their audience. What happens is the people that like you really they love you. They go, this guy's fantastic, okay? And the people that aren't quite sure about you suddenly become very polarized and go, this guy, I really don't like him. Okay, let's get rid of him. So you have this polarizing effect. So when you're doing marketing effectively, you polarize your audience, and you have people that really hate you and people that think you're fantastic and love you. Okay, so if you think of all the top brands and the top personalities, okay, you'll get that polarizing effect because they're doing things right. When you go, I'm going to try and please everyone, I don't want anyone to hate me or anything like that, then you're going to get very average, if any, results at all. Okay, and do that when it comes to your emails. So I mean, the thing is with these, we're dealing with cover registration leads. We can talking about me being a kid. Okay, great. You don't really want to do anything more risque than that. Okay, I've done it where I have been a bit more risque, and I've done it where I've also tested the water with sort of conspiracy type stuff. Have you heard about this? Do you know what the government are doing? Have you heard about that? Blah blah. And it gets people's attention, but it attracts the wrong type of people, because it attracts naysayers and it attracts negative people who like to get down and don't really want to spend any money, okay, but at the same time still want to get together and have a big moan. So you don't want to be doing that, right? So let's go and send this. So let's go and have a quick check of Clickbank. So currently, where are we now? So with the 3 sales yesterday, nothing's come in as yet. Okay, so we have this gap for today. If we go onto the reporting, and generally when you make a change after you've had, what's happening there? Unique events. Okay, well that's lovely. I'll look at that later. When you make a change, a drastic one like we did yesterday with the subject line, expect to have a resonating effect. Okay, i.e. no sales. Okay, because that's what will happen. When you change products, you'll have a gap. Okay, and so on it goes. So the more standard you can be and not change things too much, just change things really, really gradually. Okay, then not quite sure what the stats mean here. %76.2%. I'm gonna have to go and have a look at that. Yeah. Right. I'll come back to that. But anyway, we were around sort of 11-12% conversions on there. And we also had more hops as well. Don't know what's happened with these numbers. Don't know what's going on. I know, as I said recently, that they changed the they've been changing things in the back office because things had changed. Things had looked a bit different, probably a little bit more updated. So I don't know what's happening there, but we'll come back to that. Right. What else do I want to have a look at? Let's go and have a look at the dashboard. Let's go and have a look at the old style stats. See what they say. So yeah, today is Wednesday. No, today's Thursday. Well done, John. Okay, so 130 for the past week, which is no good at all. But I did miss a day. But you know, trying to experiment with stuff and change things about a bit. Do you know what? I just think if it's working, just leave it. It's working. You know, just constantly test and tweak. Okay, 970. So we're kind of level pegging with last month. Currently 41 sales. Okay, so not too bad. Let's go and have a look at my lead gen. Let's go on there. All right. Let's go look at the mailing system. All right, let's go and send all our emails. Again, if it's the first time you visit the channel, hit the subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up as well. There we go. And I'm going to go to source. So the way I get these emails is these are emails that I've produced sales. Control AC. Let's do that again. Oh, I know why I'm doing that. It's not source code, is it? Right, let's load in yesterday's email. There we go. Right. One day we'll get it right. There you go. Okay, right, let's grab the link. So we want 1 ml and 30.05. Excuse me. Just been out with the dog. I think I've got a bit of hay fever. Right, so this is our 1A link. Paste that in. Good. Bold. Okay, right, let's go and have a look at this. See, one of the things I like to do as well, as I always say about the paragraph format, is change the paragraph format up. So 1313 is kind of okay, but there you've got 2 lines on the paragraph, then you've got 1, then you've got 2, then you've got 2, then you've got the call to action, then you've got 3, then 2, then the call to action. So it kind of breaks it up. And essentially what you want to do, the first thing you want to do is get your audience to open the email with a subject line. Okay, so you've got the hook and the story, okay, and then the offer is inside. And then you want to be just getting people to read the paragraphs, okay. And the reason that we keep it short and condensed is because, you know, if people can scan this, okay. Whereas if it goes all the way across the page, then there's more of a tendency for people to struggle to read it, in theory, okay. But again, it depends what you're sending your audience, and if you get people used to it, this is the best way, okay, for co-registration leads for people that don't know you. When you've got a customer and people know who you are, and you know they want to hear everything that you do, then you know you could send them a War and Peace book, and they would probably try and read the first chapter. All right, but for co-registration leads, do it like this. It's going to bring the eye down to the first link, and then obviously the second link as well. But I get a lot of sales from the first link, the 1 alpha link. Just go and check it. There we go. That's all good, and the hop is all good as well. Okay, that's good to go. Okay. Right, let's go and send that email. Right, Control AC. Let's go and grab that subject line again. Okay, all right, we'll just cycle through the accounts. I know what it's like when you're doing this. What am I doing here? Sorry. He talks, he loses his mind. When you're doing this every day and you're not getting sales, it is frustrating. I know that. Okay, but what you can't see is the progress that is being made. Okay, because you are making progress. I guarantee you that. The most frustrating thing, or sometimes the saddest thing, is when people get so close to making sales on a regular basis and quit. Okay, so just don't quit, because you think about what you can do online, all the things that you can get involved with. I'm just going to preview this. Okay, that's all right. There are so many things you can do, okay, and there are so many things that can catapult you, or be the catalyst to the next thing. And I know a lot of people that get kind of stuck into email marketing, and it becomes their thing. Okay, and because they're copywriters, and copywriters traditionally are the highest paid, it's the highest paid trade out there, highest paid trade out there. You can do extremely well just from starting something really simple as My Lead Gen. But if you take your emphasis away from making sales to let's refine our skills, it can make a big difference. Okay, and if you've made one sale with this, then you've completed that circle, and all you need to do is do the same of what you've done and just improve as you go. Like yesterday, look, this email here, okay, 4,000 opens, okay, 2%, which is not too bad, okay. But what you'll find is where you've got the bigger numbers, okay, on occasion, you'll get the bigger open rates, so. Right, my system. Three. Let's go and preview that. Have a quick look. Okay. Right, Control AV. 4. And account number 4. Right, okay, one more to do. One more, and then I'll go and log into Clickbank and find out what's going on there with my 10,000% conversion rates. If you're watching this still, first of all, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet got access to my masterclass, affiliate marketing masterclass, go and get yourself that. Because again, a lot of the things that I teach in that you can apply to this. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so just go and get yourself the masterclass. It's completely free. And one of the things I said in a post I put out earlier today, it's completely no nonsense. There are so many courses there are so many free courses that get put out there, and essentially what people do is they don't sell the course, because what they do is they sell the missing information. They sell the stuff that you actually need to make it work. And I've done the opposite. I've done absolutely the opposite of what most people do. I give you everything you need. Let me go and check that. Right, okay. I give you everything you need, okay, and it's a completely free course. And it's someone has said they would have paid $500 for it every single day, which I thought was about right. Well, I thought about 1,000, but yeah. So go and get yourself it. And the main thing is, when you get these courses, is go through them, okay, and go through them multiple times, because there's a lot of information in this course. And I've been doing this online business course thing, the online business for a while, okay, about 16 years, and I've been in business for, I don't know, since the mid-90s. So there's a lot of information comes out when I'm doing these courses, so there's a lot of stuff to digest, so you get a lot of experience from attending as well. So what I'm going to do now, we're doing this. Okay, let's go and refresh the page just to see what's. I want to go and see what's going on with these stats and the numbers, because they've changed a bit today. Right, okay, right, there we go. So if you got some benefit from that, give us a big thumbs up. If you got any questions, please leave me a comment below. I will answer the question for you. Whether I answer it live on a session or whether I just send you a message, I'll probably do a little bit of both. I always reply on the old keyboards, so I'll do that as well. If you're not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Just hit the subscribe button just below there, the nice big red button, not the big one but the little one below it. And I will see you on the session tomorrow. Bye for now.